Not every BL drama is created equal, and some series are not that good to be recommended. In this video, we will have the list of some BL series of 2024 you must avoid to watch due to certain reasons. Just a heads up, our official merchandise store is now up and running. Head over to the link below and get 25% off as our grand opening promo. This will definitely help our channel and community to grow even further. Without further ado, let's get started. Number 9. My Strawberry Film. The Japanese drama. My Strawberry Film is often misunderstood, rather than being one of the worst. Its realistic, angst-filled storyline may not appeal to viewers seeking escapism in BL series, which are typically more romantic or comedic. The show likely received low ratings because it was marketed as a BL and GL series, but is more accurately a slice of life rather than a traditional romance. My Strawberry Films follows the story of high school sophomores, Ryo, Hikaru, and Chika, who lead seemingly peaceful lives while hiding their true emotions. One day, Hikaru and Chika discover an 8mm film in an old warehouse at their school. The film features a stunning girl who immediately captures Hikaru's attention, causing Ryo to grow concerned about him. Meanwhile, Chika watches the girl closely, noticing that her gaze seems to look right past them. Number 8. A Secretly Love. A Secretly Love received negative feedback for its poor plot execution despite having a good cast. The storyline was confusing, with one character's inexplicable anger leaving viewers puzzled. Additionally, the series faced criticism for its subtitles, which were important for its international audience. A Secretly Love follows the story of Konprot, a third-year head hazer in the engineering faculty, who secretly has feelings for Pluim, a fourth-year head hazer known for his sunder personality. Konprot has watched Pluim go through numerous relationships, but after a recent public breakup, he believes he might have a chance. However, Konprot struggles with finding the courage to tell Pluim that he wants to be more than just a friend and become his favorite person. Number 7. 1000 Years Old. Another Thai BL drama, which got low ratings and bad feedbacks, is 1000 Years Old, but some reviews are actually mixed. There are some people who find this quite a little boring, but some also find this quite funny and hilarious. Well, personally, I think this series isn't really that quite bad like what the ratings made it to be, but there are key areas which might be improved to make it more enjoyable, such as the acting and the proper flow of the story. 1000 Years Old follows the story of Pun, an enigmatic loner who has lived for centuries but hasn't aged beyond his mid-20s due to his vampire blood. Pun leads a modest, solitary life until he meets Yo, a student who becomes the first person Pun trusts and lets into his life. As their bond grows, an unexpected love begins to blossom between the human and the vampire. Number 6. Kiseki. Chapter 2. Like what I've told you before, Kiseki Chapter 2 isn't like any other typical BL drama, which revolves around the story of the characters. But this is more like an advertisement of the places they go, and that's the summary of what this is all about. Kiseki Chapter 2 follows the story of P, a longtime Tokyo resident, who takes his best friend B-Boy on a sightseeing tour of the city. They are unexpectedly joined by twins Pan and Ply, and the four of them spend time together, creating cherished memories as they explore Tokyo during the autumn season. Number 5. Love Syndrome: The Beginning. Love Syndrome 3, which aired last year, was also one of the lowest-rated BL drama of 2023, but the movie version also suffered the same fate this year. Love Syndrome: The Beginning featured different set of actors, and that includes the main leads. One of the key factors why the series and movie version got low ratings is basically due to the nature of its plot. As of now, the movie can be watched on WeTV. Number 4. Time. One of the most intriguing and exciting that a BL could have is probably time traveling, and there are great BL dramas that featured the same plot in their stories. But that could also be a double-edged sword, and that what happens in this Thai BL. The story is quite confusing without a proper explanation on why these things happen for a reason. There's also an issue with regards to acting performances, which could have been better. Time follows the story of Foam, a famous actor who witnesses the tragic death of his lover Chris at the hands of the police. Given a chance to rewrite the past, Foam receives a clock from a mysterious man that allows him to travel back in time. Now Foam must correct his mistakes and attempt to save Chris's life, but whether he can succeed depends on what time reveals. Number 3, Refund Love. It's only a part of my universe, but this one became part of this lineup partly due to being aired earlier this year. Since this is a 2-episode BL only, the development and pacing of the story might be a little bit faster, but even with those conditions, this Thai BL is still being viewed as a boring and weird show. Refund Love follows the story of Third, who hires his friend Pai for a bird-watching trip. The night before their departure, Pai shows up drunk after being dumped, reflecting Third's own struggles with a long-distance relationship. What begins as a journey to let go of their pasts transforms into a trip of opening up to new possibilities. Number 2, Beside You. Another Thai BL series which aired earlier this year is Beside You, and part of its plot kinda reminds me of Choco Milkshake, which I ended up liking back then. But I actually didn't get the same feelings upon watching this one, probably because it's a low-budget series, and that's evident throughout the whole show. Usually I don't mind whether it's a low or high-budget series as long as the execution was good and the acting performance is great. In this case, all of those were not seen, hence the low ratings it get. Beside You follows the story of Nine, who begins to doubt that his boyfriend Tar is the right one for him. After causing pain to the person who loves him, Nine wishes for his next love to be the true one. The next morning, he's shocked to discover that his cat has transformed into a human. Number 1, Love is Like a Cat. South Korean BL dramas are normally praised for having great casts, superb chemistry, or even for having straightforward plots. But Love is Like a Cat is an exception to that because for a lot of fans, the main couple did not have a good chemistry on screen while also having a boring plot. You never really miss anything if you don't plan on watching this series because it was really bad. Love is Like a Cat follows the story of Piuno, a global superstar whose career is in jeopardy due to threats against him. To save his reputation, he reluctantly takes a job at a pet daycare, despite his deep dislike for animals. Working alongside the daycare's director, Debiol, Piuno begins to confront the trauma behind his aversion to animals. As his heart softens, he starts developing unexpected feelings for Debiol, leading him to wonder if their working relationship could blossom into something more. This list might be some of the worst of 2024, but it always depends on your preference whether you will like a certain BL drama or not. Which BL series do you think everyone must avoid in 2024? Thank you for watching. That's it, and see you on the next one.